Hey there, lads and lasses. This here is Thunderhand 64, of course, coming at you live from the west coast of the United States on a Sunday afternoon. It is a little bit past 4 o'clock, and that can only mean that it's time for Kaachee Time. You guys can see Kaachee over there in this webcam. Let's see if we can raise him on the Discord. Kaachee, can you hear us?
Hello?
There he is. Hello? What are we doing today, son? What are we going to do on Kaachee Time today?
We're gonna work on a game I'm working on.
Okay, that's Roblox Studio, right?
Yeah.
All right. Let me switch over to your scene. There we are. And so there's Kaachee's display on there. All right, before we get too far into this, let me just give the viewers a couple of reminders. We do have some new redeems. We have 3 new video redeems on there for 1,000 channel points each. That's just low enough so almost everybody can use them. But it's high enough, too, that, you know, they are rewards. They're channel point rewards, you know, so they do reward people for watching at least a decent amount of time. And I think the cooldowns on them and everything prevent people from abusing them and wiping out the stream. So but we do have 3 new redeems on there, and we'll have more of those kinds of redeems too. So they're mostly clips from movies and TV shows and whatnot. And so far I haven't had any DMCA strikes. They're all under 10 seconds. I think that's the key. But we haven't had any DMCA issues on Twitch, and we haven't had any on YouTube for the VOD archive either. So also there's a new channel on the community Discord called Behind the Redeem, and it gives you a little bit of background on where I got that redeem from and what the reference is, and if you want to see that, you know, movie or you want to see that TV show, it has the information in there for you and stuff. So also, let me see. There was that, and there was something else I was going to do now, and I completely blanked out on it. There was the new redeems, and there was something else, but I can't think of it. But anyways, I'll of course think of it when the time for it to be important has passed. So let's get back to Kaachee and what he's working on. So Kaachee, you said you're working on a new game in Roblox Studio. So what is this?
So, like, if you ever played Metal Gear Rising or Helmet, it's basically just that.
Okay, so Roblox Studio, so it's a Roblox game based on those 2 games.
Yeah, yeah.
So are you working on this with your dev team, or are you working on this by yourself?
I'm working on this with the dev team.
Okay. All right. So we've been working on Dummy Defense, and now we have a new game on there. And do you guys have a name for this game yet, or?
Yeah, Missionary.
Okay, so this game is called Missionary. Okay.
So let me just give you like a idea of why, like, what this has to do with Dummy Defense. So pretty much, hold up, let me. Okay, just get some models real quick for demonstration.
And while you're pulling those up, let's remind the viewers that Dummy Defense is a tower blitz, tower defense simulator kind of game that Kaachee and his dev team, his friends, have been working on for some time. And it also has a whole bunch of lore and stuff behind it as well. And so, and I'm sure Missionary has some lore that links in with the Dummy Defense lore somehow in some kind of way.
Yeah, I'll tell you that.
All right, so I'll let you do that. Okay.
Okay. So basically, like, you got these 3 guys, or guys. Yeah, I'm just gonna say guys because that's easier to say. But okay, so we got these 3 people. And they're like a fire team in Nubia. Nubia is is a country in the lore of Dummy Defense, and yeah. So pretty much, like, how do I explain this? So yeah, they're a fire team in Nubia, and they're like, Tez is like, yeah, I'm bored, and then Nord is like, yeah, we should just leave, and then they leave, and then they start their own like little republic called the First Noob Republic, which is like our main, I guess I don't know how to say this, like the main country you play for, like the thing you play for, like group you play for, the group you play for. So yeah. So missionary is like right after they decided to make the First New Republic. This is the first mission, and this is just a test thing, but yeah.
Okay, cool. Hey, I'd like to welcome in fellow dev Soup. Soup, how are you doing?
Relax, Soup.
Soup is in the stream, everyone. And again, just welcome in. I've been typing it in the chat, but welcome in, Bell. Bell, you can ask, but remember there's a no soliciting tag on the stream. So if it's a solicitation, I mean, you're welcome to enjoy the stream if you want, but no solicitations, please. All right, so new game, Missionary. And I can see the Noob Republic flag there. So are you mocking up a lobby right now, Kaachee?
No, the lobby already exists. This is a mission.
Okay, so this is a mission level. Yeah, sorry, I was a little distracted there. So
This is just for play testing.
right.
So yeah. Walk stuff here.
All right, so this is loosely based on Metal Gear Rising and
The gameplay is based off of Metal Gear, right?
and a little bit on Helmet, right?
Yeah. Helmet is with 2 L's, by the way. So if you're trying to find it on Roblox, type HELLMET. So if you want to find it, that's how you say it.
Okay. And so this will be like set up like a first-person shooter kind of thing, or?
Well, I mean, most characters have swords, but for characters who don't have swords, it's like, you have guns, it's like, you're stuck in this perspective that I'm in right now.
Yeah, it's first-person kind of thing, right? So.
Well, I mean, it kind of first person, kind of not.
All right, yeah, there may be levels where there isn't, right?
Well, I mean, like, no, because, you know, the perspective you're in is not first person.
Oh, okay.
Yes, you can see I'm playing as Tez here, walking through the map.
Because he has the night vision goggles. That's a Tez giveaway.
He has the night vision goggles with the normal goggles on.
Yep.
Orca
Tez!
has a ton of stuff on his face. So this is me right here. Climbing.
Stop punching my face. Stop punching my face.
Yeah.
Kaachee trolling himself as Tez. In true Tez fashion.
I stole his identity.
By the way, where is Tez today? Without doxing him.
He's like, I don't know. He's in the First Republic because apparently there's this game I used to work on called the PCT project.
Oh, he's doing that.
Yeah. No, he's not doing that. I invited the okay, so this is really weird how this works, but there's this guy named Corey. That's not his actual name, that's his nickname, but
Okay,
guy
cool.
named Corey, he's insane. Like, he's crazy, not in a good way. And he's restarted PCT so many times. Hold up, I said that the guy who I invited said like how many times? Let me see. Okay, so there's a PCT1, PCT2, PCT3, horror game, plain game, and then PCT4. I think the one that got this guy in is from PCT3.
Okay.
It's really confusing, but
So,
he's like,
needless to
Wait,
say,
what?
there's a lot of drama involved in the PTC game.
yeah, PCT is crazy.
Right.
But the one the reason why Tez is just in VC right now is because I invited the owner of PCT3 called Gun Hat. I invited him into the server because he was interested, and then they're all in VC right now. So yeah. So that's why Tez is here today.
And then a little bit earlier, Soup advising us that, to be honest, the lore for Missionary is chaotic.
Oh my god.
But, you know...
Well, I could probably do an entire stream on just explaining it to you. I mean, it's good, but, like, it's just so long to read. You know, I might just make it that... I might just make the stream this today.
Okay.
Okay. Let me bring up, where is it? This Google slide. Okay. I'm gonna stop sharing for a second so the screen's gonna go black.
Okay.
Okay.
Dummy Defense and Missionary Wiki.
Pretty much a wiki.
All right, yeah. So you've made this in Google Slides.
So this is missionary first because timeline. So basically, Dummy Defense happens 10 years after Missionary.
Oh, so Missionary is kind of a prequel almost, right?
Yeah.
In a way, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Tez, the leader of the First New Republic. He stands as one of its founding figures. Former soldier in Nubia, he abandoned his post out of sheer... I don't know how to say that. During an expedition, he discovered the legendary sword, the Murasama, which has since become a symbol of leadership and prowess. So, yeah. And this word right here means like boredom. Like yeah.
Ennui, yeah. It's boredom's a good way to describe that. Yeah.
Yeah, like the festive uses very fancy.
But in a way, like it's like boredom out of being dissatisfied, sort of.
Yeah.
I guess you could say that.
Yeah. Yeah, festive use very language. Like he uses good language.
Okay. Yeah, a better way to say that might be he's very literate.
Yes. Okay. So Tez is 6'2", 29. I don't know his weight yet. I haven't decided. He is Nubian, and his faction is the First New Republic. I'm waiting for Festive to do the power scaling on this. He has not told me what he's going to do yet, so... Festive, if you're watching this, please tell me what to do for the power scaling. I'm not sure if I told you, but I'm telling you now, so...
Alright, and I'm just disabling Kaachee's webcam a little bit for just a sec so you guys can read what's behind it there. Yeah, weapon Murasama. Unlocked, join the game. Okay.
Okay, yeah, so to join the game, to unlock him, you just need to join the game. The first time you join, you unlock him because he's like the main character, basically. Next. Me! Oh my god, that's me. The co-leader of the First New Republic. He was the other who departed alongside Tetsufu, making him a founding figure. His weapon, the HF Case, is a similar sword. Is a sword similar to the Tetsufu's. That doesn't make sense. I'll fix that later.
It's a sword similar to the Tetsufu's Murasama. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get rid of the later. But...
Yeah. In which.
Okay. Yeah, in which the blade sheath has a trigger, but instead of launching the blade, it sets it on fire.
Oh, cool.
Basically, how it sets on fire is that, like... Here, I'll just open up, like, Clip Studio. That'll be easier to explain it if I just draw it out.
Oh, okay, cool. But remember, you have to change... Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, Kaachee, age 28, height 6 foot 0 inches. When Kachee's 28, I'm pretty sure he's going to clear 6 feet quite easily. Kaachee will be more like 6'3" when he's 28.
Okay. Um.
I think Guga. I think your older brother has cleared 6'3" now, right? From the last.
He's literally 6'3".
Yeah. He finally.
Yeah. Stop shooting. Clip Studio. So basically, how this works here. Let me get my drawing tablet. So like let's just say, I'm just gonna draw real quickly. Like this is his sword. Very poorly drawn. That's his blade right there. Blade. Right there. So basically what he has is like a piece of cloth. So let's just say this is cloth. Right here, the trigger literally just like sets like, so what the trigger does is like something opens up here, I guess, drops like stuff on it to make it flammable, and then this something from somewhere just like sets it on fire, and then it's like, oh my god, it's
ignites plasma. Cool.
I found that from a found out how that.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, I like your explanation.
That's basically how my sword. Now let me get back to the rule slide. So I'm Nubian. My sword is the HFK. To unlock, just join the game. By the way, what this means up here is just like the OST for the Rage mode. Rage mode, if you ever have played Metal Gear Rising, basically just Ripper mode. Same for what's that? Terraria Calamity. When you use Rage mode, it's the same thing.
Right.
I don't want.
It's got it. Oh, that's cool. That's cool that you put the link up there. I like that.
And Ari, I don't know what happened to our lore. I genuinely don't know what happened. I swear I used to have it. Because, since, like, we rewrote a while ago, but I swear I wrote the rewritten version of this, and, like, it's just gone. I can't find it, so that's why I guess I forgot it. So.
Kaachee, something just happened with your mic. Either you somehow switched over to the webcam mic or something, but maybe. Here, give me a.
Hello?
Okay, that's better.
Okay, I think my mic was just glitching out, but
yeah, could be. But you
still got that though, right?
Yeah, it sounds good. It sounds good now. So you forgot the lore to this, right? I forgot.
Yeah, because no, I didn't forget. I lost it. That's why I wrote I forgot. Because when Nubaku was looking at this, when he was like screen sharing this, and then he was reading all the lore, he started to read Inari's, and he's like, "Hey, this is just Kaachee's lore." I'm like, "What?" And I look at it, and it's just my lore because I forgot to add it. And then I tried looking for it, and it's not there.
Yeah, so that's why Super saying copy and paste the old lore, but
that wouldn't make sense anymore, Soup.
Right.
Because we have before Festive joined the dev team, then after Festive joined the dev team, the lore has completely changed after Festive joined. That's why I can't just add the old lore in. Wouldn't make sense. But 5'7", 29, Nubian, First Republic, so weakest, pistol, and then you just gotta join. There we go. Random guy! Yeah, it's a lot of stuff. So, random guy, initially an engineer for the Demidi. Demidi is like the bad guys, basically. Nubia, good guy. Demidi, bad guy. They all, like, so the way you know if they're Demidi or not is if they're Nubian, they have the yellow skin, blue shirt, and green pants.
Okay.
If they're Demidi, mostly their skin is all just gray, like orcas. Orca, like their skin is mostly just all gray. But let's
Okay.
go back. Yeah, random guy gave himself clothes, so he's like a dark blue shirt and then some black pants. But yeah, so he's part of the Demity. Endured deplorable working conditions that rendered his job unbearable. Compelled to serve as a soldier due to the military manpower shortage. He faced Tezivu and Kaachee in Afghanistan. So, when I was making so by the way, this does take place in desert when they fight him.
Okay.
So, yeah. But like, one thing that's really confusing is that, remember the dummy defense lobby, how it's just like all snow everywhere, right?
Yes.
That's in Afghanistan.
Okay, but there are mountains, lots of mountains in Afghanistan that have snow on them. So,
yeah, but like, it doesn't really look like a mountain there. It's
yeah,
kinda
it
just
doesn't.
like
But
yeah, it's not a mountain.
if
so
you're about to
that's why-
say, Afghanistan, it shouldn't have snow. Afghanistan has a lot of snow.
yeah, but it's not on a mountain. So like, I don't know why we thought of it.
Yeah, understood though. Anyways, continuing.
Yeah, during this conflict. Oh yeah, by the way, sorry. This part of Afghanistan is actually a desert for some reason. So yeah. Okay. During this conflict, he defected to the First New Republic. Defected means he betrayed the Demity and joined First New Republic, basically. So now a leading engineer and one of the founding figures of the First New Republic, Random Guy's ingenuity birthed the formidable Gauss cannon, a weapon wielded by ambush and dummy defense. Yeah. 5'9", 27, Demity, part of the First Republic. Don't know how strong he is yet. Gauss cannon, and you just gotta be mission 1. That's it.
Okay, quick question. Is the Gauss cannon based on the Gauss cannon from Half-Life?
No, but I did get the name from that. So
Okay, all right. So in a way it is. All right, understood.
kinda. So Soup.
Soup!
It's you, bro. Okay. Soup, once an abandoned Nubian soldier, was discovered by the First New Republic during one of their missions. This is during Mission 2, by the way. So, at this point, Random Guy has joined the First New Republic, and they're now, there's 4 people now. So, and they're in, a snow desert, I guess, is how I can best describe, like a snow plains. Kinda.
Yep.
They are in a Demity stronghold, so they're taking down a Demity stronghold in this mission. So, they formed a temporary alliance to facilitate Soup's return to Nubia. However, Soup chose to remain with the Republic, ultimately becoming one of its founding figures. Random Guy is also a founding figure. I just didn't put it in there. Festive did not correct me either, so yeah. Yeah, when I write all the lore first, and then Festive just goes over it basically.
Yep, understood.
His weapon of choice, initially an MG42, was I don't know how to say that.
Ingeniously.
Ingeniously modified and I don't know how to say that. As the Peter
Rechristened.
Rechristened as the Peter Shredder. So he's 5'11", basically just 6 foot. He's 20. He's 20? He should be 30. Wait.
Kachee's like, I gotta edit that.
What is Tez doing on the slot? Stop looking at the GT58 prototype. Tez, I'm telling you I'm on Discord. We'll get to the GT58 prototype very soon. Actually, no, I take that back. It's not going to be very soon, but yeah. Okay. He's a Nubian / Demity. So his dad is Nubian and his mom is a Demity. For some reason, Soup should be his skin should be lighter since he's a half breed, so his skin should be lighter. But when I made this render, He didn't tell me this, so. And Soup said in his community post, he's too lazy to actually make himself light skinned, so he's just gonna stick with the original colors.
Right.
So
You guys.
same for Kevin. If you watch his if you look at his community post, his son Kevin is like full Nubian, even though his mom is literally just like a normal white person. Or Japanese. Japanese. She looks white, but she's Japanese.
Right.
Yeah, still. It's like,
You guys.
doesn't make sense, but
Super say,
really
haha,
doesn't
I
make sense.
stole the JT58 non-existent blueprints.
Yeah, the blueprints don't exist, but we'll talk about the GT58
Yeah.
later. But faction, the First Republic, we don't know how strong he is. Weapon, the Peter Shredder, unlocked by beating Mission 2. You just gotta beat Mission 2, get it. Oh my god.
The man himself.
We're gonna be here for a while. Festive Board, aka Kronos. I never knew he added that. That's something cool to know. His name is Kronos and not Festive Board. Nice. Okay. Okay, so this part is like lore surrounding his family, and then this part is like after the lore surrounding his family.
Okay. All right.
Don't play more. Okay. Festive Board comes from a family of legend. One of Festive's great ancestor once resigned in the remote Arctic mountains, far from their homeland, until an assassin ended their life. So he died. A prophet of the Dimity, perceiving their
Burgeoning.
burgeoning power, declared that he must be eliminated prematurely. Yet deity Nuberkrut is a god, I think. He is a god. I have to read his lore, but we're gonna get to that soon. But deity Nuberkrut defined this decree, initiating a metamorphosis to resurrect this ancestor as one of his first supreme souls. So like a supreme soul is like a cool soul that will like revive you or something like that. Like if you die, the supreme soul will enter your body and revive you, make you stronger. So he's the first supreme soul in history. I don't know when this takes place. Festive never told me. I think it's just like a long time ago. Like it's a legend. But yeah, upon the completion of this transformation, the Council of Heaven deemed it a transgression against the Lord. The Lord is like this big robot guy who killed Phanes. Phanes is this really cool guy. He's like the god of everything. He like created everything. He's really cool. But then Lord like is like, I hate you, and then he like captures him, and then like I forgot the rest. I'm gonna have to read it later, but we're gonna get to that. So against the Lord, resulting in Nuberkrut's expulsion from the ranks, but nowadays this is deemed a mere legend. Oh, but this is deemed a mere legend nowadays. There. So Nuberkrut, like, for some reason decided to revive Festive because he thought it was like unfair, but then he got kicked out of the Council of Heaven. Council of Heaven is just like, heaven is not like heaven in this universe. It's just like a really advanced society. So
Right, and let's just cut in with this. Festive is basing this lore. He's drawing heavily from what?
Ultra Kill.
From Ultra Kill, right? So if any of you, so if any of you are Ultra Kill fans, you'll recognize a lot of this kind of lore, and a lot of the references here come from Ultra Kill. So, anyways, continue, son. Sorry.
So now we're on to the second part. Another legend entwines with Festive's family. Upon the first Supreme Soul discovering the exile of Nuberkrut, to save here, he swore vengeance, thus beginning an insurrection against heaven. Though the first Supreme Soul fell in battle, his son assumed his mantle, foraging this family into the heaven's greatest adversary, nicknamed Chronos. So Festive is like really, 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 really old, I think, or he might. Oh, when did the first? Okay, so basically this right here is the first heaven invasion. So, like what happens at the first heaven invasion? Oh, there's a lot of stuff. I don't know if I can explain this. So basically what happens is like Phanes turns evil, and then they build the Lord to like capture him and contain him inside the Lord, and then like basically that happens in the first invasion of heaven, and then the Great Dimity War happens, and then that like the Great Dimity War is like when Missionary takes place. So.
And then Soup is interjecting in the chat. What is Ultra Kill and how do we use it?
I don't know. I don't know how we use it. I don't know. Soup. Festive is not 4'9", by the way. That was just a joke. He's actually not 4'9". If he was 32 and 4'9", there'd be something majorly wrong. So, he's Nubian, and he's part of the First Republic. He has a light rifle and a time stop bomb. So he has like this power he has where he can like stop time. That's it.
Okay.
So if you are wondering, that is not a JoJo rep.
Soup is requesting that you make him 5'9".
You're gonna have to argue with Fest.
Right. And by the way, when Kaachee means that he can't be 4'9" and 32 years old, there would be something majorly wrong. He means majorly wrong with Festive, because there are a lot of people who are 32 years old who are 4'9". Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that in general. He just means Festive should be much bigger than that at 32, based on his current size and stuff in real life. So
Festive is 15 and 5.
Right. So Kachee's suggesting he would have to actually shrink from his current size. That's what Kaachee means by that, by the way. So, anyways, continue, son. Sorry.
We haven't like fully fleshed this out because Random Guy just made this character, but Mia is like.
Oh.
So basically, this has nothing to do with the lore.
Yeah.
But so like, she was drafted into the military, and then was like there weren't enough spaces for the First New Republic yet. There's not enough spaces for Nubia. Like they couldn't take any more people, so they just sent them to the First New Republic. By the way, First New Republic and Nubia are aligned, so they are friends.
All right.
But yeah, that's basically it. She just got drafted into the First New Republic, even though there's like 5 people in it still.
Okay, draft. All the more reason for a draft, right? Because there's only 5 of you.
So she's 5'8", 26. Gestian, I don't know why she's Gestian, even though she looks completely Dimity. If she was Gestian, she would have the... Here, let me show this casual. She would have this outfit on that Casual has. So,
okay.
I'm not sure what Random Guy was cooking up with. Yeah, he's Gestian, factions of First Republic. We don't know how strong he is yet. Her weapon is a wrench, by the way. So.
Oh, I see. She's packing that wrench right there. Yeah.
Then beat mission 3. That's how you. Oh my God! I have to really do.
Soil. What the heck, man?
This is Festive wrote all of this, by the way. I might have to even zoom in just to read this, but Soil, aka Atlas.
Soup.
Atlas once held a position of immense power and respect in heaven. This guy is not immortal. He's somehow 4,000 years old and has not died. I don't know. Don't ask me. Serving as one of its most brilliant tacticians, his unparalleled strategic mind led Heaven's armies to the countless victories, securing the realm's supremacy in battles that echoed through the annals of divine history.
There you go.
Yet, for one as esteemed as Atlas, the corruption that slowly consumed the Heavenly Council. Oh no, it's called Heaven. Okay, provided to be too much when the Lord's influence darkened the hearts of the council, twisting justice to
Tyranny.
What?
Tyranny.
Tyranny. Atlas could no longer remain a pawn in their
Machinations.
machination,
Yeah.
betrayed and delusioned. He
Disillusion.
abandoned his
Yeah.
Oh my god, he abandoned his post, turning his back on the very army he once led to glory.
Okay, good job, son.
Basically, this guy is like the smartest man in the entire world.
Okay.
And the Lord is just like such a bad guy. By the way, I don't know how you have not picked this up yet if you haven't. The Lord is the bad guy here, so
Okay.
yeah. But yeah, so he's like, I hate the Lord, I'm leaving. He leaves the 4,000 years of effort he put into building up this society just to work for like some stupid little republic. I don't know why. I don't know why he chose the First New Republic out of anywhere to go. He chose the First New Republic. I guess that's a win for us. I don't know how like that's a win for him. Because we're just some little republic. I think he only goes there because he knows Noob Recruit is there. Because like for some reason we're friends with God. So like he's like, oh yeah, maybe he could help me. Maybe Noob Recruit could help me like take down the Heavenly Council, but like I'll get to all of that later. You'll see why that doesn't work for Noob Recruit for Soil, but I'll tell you that later. Okay. Unknown to most, Atlas harbored a deep and forbidden band with a council member. This guy is a boss you fight in Ultima Mode, by the way. A band that defined heaven's most sacred laws. Mortals were never meant to consort with the divine. See, he's a normal human being, but he's 4,000 years old. Like,
Soup is saying he should have went to North Korea.
probably.
You guys.
Yet Atlas and his companion found a solace and strength in each other's arms. Their relationship flourishing in the shadows. It was a connection that defined the will of heaven and one that guarded fiercely until the end. You'll see why that's important and like literally right now. But fate ever cruel and
Intervened.
intervened during the brutal conflict with Thane's
You got it. Insurrection. Yeah.
attacks as Atlas' closest and only friend perished on the battlefield. By the way, this guy doesn't die. I don't know why Festive says he dies, but he doesn't die.
Okay, noted.
So Soil was just tricked. Stricken with grief and left for dead by those he once served. Alice was forced to endure the pain of loss and betrayal in the very realm he had sacrificed so much to protect. We're almost done. After his departure from heaven, Atlas was approached by the First New Republic. I already said this, but I always forgot.
Burgeoning.
Burgeoning nation that saw in him potential to shape their destiny. With a heart heavy with sorrow but aflame with new purpose, he accepted their offer, lending his strategic brilliance to their cause. Yet despite his new alliances and the battles fought in a different land, the memory of his fallen friend lingered like a ghost haunting him. Deep within, Atlas was certain his friend was not truly gone. Unyielding determination burned within him, driving him to seek out one soul who has never truly understood him, no matter the cost. Yeah, so that's it. 4 paragraphs of lore.
Festive.
So he's 5'8". He's 4,000 years old, yet only 5'8". Wow, that's some crazy ethnicity he has. Festive heaven, that's actually crazy. Okay. His faction is the First New Republic, originally the Republic of Heaven. And then, we don't know how strong he is. His weapon is a book and brain. Basically, he's just smart. He doesn't really fight. So, and I don't know how you're gonna unlock him yet. So,
You guys.
Orca. Okay, a dummy who was born in the Ellison Wastelands. By the way, if you play Dummies vs Noobs, you're gonna be like, oh wait, so this is a Dummies vs Noobs fan game? No, Festive decided to make an entire continent based off of one name from from Dummies vs Noobs.
Okay.
So,
Soup,
a lot of
Soup
people
is interjecting, by the way. He's saying, now we need more characters with the same amount of lore as Soil. I guess he's thinking, like, to balance things out, because Soil has so much.
Yeah, we need to add like 4 paragraphs for every character now.
No! Anyway,
Okay.
sorry, son, continue.
And desolate area, so Ellison Wastelands, this is describing it, and desolate area with treacherous terrain and weather where most wouldn't dare to live in. So like, basically, if we did nothing about climate change, yeah.
Okay.
Who brought about his Okay. What? Who brought about his uprising through various forms of blade combat. He quickly became well known in the region for his unique style of being defensively aggressive, which made him the top duelist in the area. His power and potential was soon realized to be too great to be handled, so he was frowned upon having such unorthodox abilities, eventually defects. Young prodigy.
We see.
Yeah.
Soup is saying climate change ain't real. Don't worry. Okay. Sure, Soup. Anyways, continue, son.
Yeah, so by the way, Festive doesn't explain why. I didn't write this. Festive doesn't explain why Orca joins. But basically, you see this right here, unlocked by being DLC 1.
Uh-huh.
So DLC 1 is like, literally, if you played Metal Gear Rising, you played DLC 1, it's literally just that. You play as Gesturing Sam, you try to take down Desperado, but then you lose and join them.
Okay.
Basically just what Orca did. He
All right.
tried to go take down the First Republic. He fought Tez and lost. He lost very badly, so he joined them, basically.
If you can't beat him, join him.
Yeah.
Literally.
He's 5'9", 29 years old. I don't know why the font changed here. He's a Demidi. He's part of the First Republic. His weapon is the Aether, this blue sword here.
Mm-hmm.
And you gotta beat DLC 1. This is linked, and I'll show that later.
Okay. Cool.
Stop playing War Without a Reason. Okay. Casual Burger, oh my god! Okay, there's some cuss words in here. Let me change that.
Do I have to mark this part of the video, son?
Yeah, because I was not ready for that.
Okay. Thanks.
Let me just read through this real quick.
You might want to take a few minutes to look at some of the other slides too, just to make sure.
No, but this is funny though, but Festive doesn't like it because it's funny. Is the HE double hockey sticks word okay?
Yeah. I guess we can show that. Just try not to say
Okay.
it, all right?
I won't say it, but okay, that should work.
All right.
Okay. Casual Burger resigned in the 7th layer of the underworld for beating up a cashier in 7-Eleven. So he went to the 7th layer of the underworld. He beat up a 7-Eleven cashier. Then
That
he
couldn't have been
died
7-Eleven in Taiwan.
Yeah, it was probably a 7-Eleven in America.
Here, yeah. Okay. Anyways, continue.
He just died because he's stupid apparently. But he left because it's just boring there. he just was like, yeah, I don't like being here because it's just like fire and stuff. So he left. So he's like, and then he comes back to the real world, noticing that he has no money. He's homeless, and he for some reason steals people's organs. I don't know why, but he just does. So the way he joined the First Republic was Tetsuo and Kaachee were like, we should totally do a tryout. This did not work, by the way. We gotta. So basically, what happens is just a lot of random people claim to have like really good superpowers, but when they start explaining it, it's really stupid. If you watch Lando Craze, you would see where I got the inspiration from.
Okay.
So,
There's also
yeah.
2 famous scenes in 2 movies that have a similar kind of recruiting thing. One of them is Deadpool 2, and the other one is from an old movie called Mystery Men. It's just hilarious. But anyways, continue, son.
Yeah, so like some stupid ability would be like, I'm invisible when people are not looking. Only when people are not looking. I'm invisible.
That's from Mystery
but only
Men.
when-
Yeah.
Yeah. What else? I can pick up anything. I can only pick up vases, and when the moment I start using, okay, how do I explain this? I have telepathic powers only for vases, and when I start using my telepathy, I immediately make it slippery and it drops. So that's that. So basically, that's what the type of people would get, or a
Right.
McDonald's McDonald's employee. No, someone who's trying to get into McDonald's. Someone's trying
Okay,
to
a fast food employee, right? We'll just say that.
or like someone trying to get hired for McDonald's.
Yeah, or just fast food. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So then Casual was one of the contestants there. He's like, yeah, I'm homeless and I steal people's organs and I sell them on the black market. And they're like, yeah, you're hired. And then they made him a founding figure for some reason.
You guys.
So he's 5'10", 28. He's 75% Gestian and 25% Nubian. So you can see he has he's kind of like light skinned, but
Okay.
he has he's part of the First New Republic. His weapon is literally called the Gunblade, with a gun attached to his sword. And you just gotta beat a tryout minigame to get him. Yeah. Stop playing more without a reason. Okay. New recruit. Oh my god, the best character in the game. +1. Okay. New recruit reigns as a fallen deity of this universe, surrounded by a tapestry of myths and legends. Among the multitudes, a select group stands paramount. The First New Republic. New recruit remains close to these individuals, for he believes they possess the potential to conclude the cosmic conflict between him and heaven. His fall from power is unknown by much. However, a famed myth suggests he aired Fame's insurrection.
Insurrection, right?
When the first heaven invasion occurred. So basically, his powers just got taken away. So remember when I was talking about Soil earlier, and like how he might have wanted to go to the First Republic to get new recruits' help, right?
Yes.
Because he's so strong. But like the thing is, he's not strong anymore. So like he kind of just went there for no reason, I guess. So, anyways, 5'10", infinity +1 years old. This guy's immortal. He's literally God. So I don't know what he is.
New recruit.
He's part of the First New Republic, the strongest. The weapon, we have no idea, and it will never be found. Beat Revengeance mode. We haven't come up with a name for this yet. Just beat Revengeance mode. Yeah, I'll tell you what Revengeance mode is later. Orca Supreme Soul. So, Supreme Soul, I think I said earlier, is just like you die and then a Supreme Soul takes over your body and then makes you strong. So when the final War of Heaven invasion arrived, second invasion. So this is when like all the devs for Dummy Defense join together and go to heaven to finally stop this war. This is what the second invasion is, and this is what Ultima mode is too. Dummy Defense.
Okay.
The Lord himself, even with constellated power from everybody, nothing was surely enough. But when Ocean Orca died, a pure supreme soul was synergized instantly. It was an absolute table flip. Ocean's fangs were directed onto merely indefinite power. Yeah, that's basically.
I like that graphic, by the way, son. That looks good.
Yeah, Festive drew that. That's my render in it.
Yeah, nice.
Okay, after the death of Tezivu, the expected manifestation of a pure supreme soul took in place, consolidating Tezivu. Tezivu's soul with the power from his blade, Arasima. Yeah, so he got a cool shiny sword. Yeah, so he's like the strongest character. Oh my god, it's me. Okay, I don't know why mine's long, but when Kaachee was killed in the Battle of the Lord, his pure supreme soul's manifestation began. When it was complete, his pure supreme soul was absolutely different from the majority of the pure supreme soul. Of the pure superior souls. Extremely vulnerable. Instead of consolidating the power of his signature weapon, his blade itself manifested his pure supreme soul's power.
Okay.
Basically, my sword just like gets super and it does a lot of damage, but I don't get shocked. So. Okay. Yeah. When I first saw this, I thought I was Broly from Dragon. Enemies. Footman. Oh my god, it's an enemy. He's just a guy. He has an M4A4. Find him in the first mission, and he is a ranged normal enemy. Psycho. I don't have an image for him yet.
Okay. All right.
Truly deranged maniac. I haven't added his height, age, or yet. He's the MIDI. He's also part of the MIDI. He uses the machete. If you find him in the first mission, he's a melee and normal enemy. Administrator, this guy's so cool. The key card guy. We don't have a height or age for him yet. He has no weapon, and the first mission, you find him in the first mission, he's just an NPC. Basically, if you kill this guy, new recruit will spawn in and kill everyone, and you lose the run immediately. So do not kill this guy.
Soup is claiming that mentally deranged maniac is him. But anyways, if the shoe fits.
This is the GT58 prototype. Yeah, awesome model test made. The GT58, or also known as the Judgment 2058. Reason why it's named 2058, because it was made in 2058.
Right.
Was originally a prototype made by Nubia. Side note for the people who play the main game for Dummy Defense, the GT68 design was attempted to be based off of the GT58. GT68 is literally just like a hover tank with a railgun, so it's literally just the GT58, but with a railgun that is hovering. So 5 of these Sentinels were made. However, only 2 were summoned for combat. The remaining 2 out of the 3 were annihilated to have their materials recycled. Final existing one currently resides in the NMSM, National Military Service Museum. We don't know the height yet. Tez hasn't told me how big this thing is. 5 months old. This thing is pretty new. This is a new design that Nubia. By the way, the reason why you fight this tank, even though Nubia made it, is because the MIDI stole it from Nubia. So.
Oh, okay. That explains things. Why fight your own tank?
Yeah. So made by Nubia. Yeah, see right there. Made by Nubia. Faction, the Dominion. Weapon, barrel. What else would he use? I guess you can run someone over, but find him in the first mission. He's a ranged mini boss. So he's not an actual boss, but he's a mini boss. Visor Operate. This is just random guy, by the way. So he literally has the same exact lore as random guy.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Makes sense.
So what? Yeah. So remember earlier, if you can remember earlier that like, it said random guy was part of the committee, but then when he fought Kaachee and Tezivu, he like joined their side. Yeah. When you finish fighting, like that boss fight is what happened. Like what happened is the boss fight here. It's literally just all the same stuff except, he is his faction is the Dominion. You find him in the first mission. He is the first boss in the game. Terminator. Okay, now we're getting some more like long lore. Okay, the Terminator's sole objective is to obliterate the missions pursued by the players, thus earning him the I don't know how to say it. Moniker.
Yes.
Terminator. So that's his nickname. Armed with a flamethrower and a grapple device, his choice of weapon reflects his disregard for the ethnical boundaries of his area.
Yeah, disregard.
Disregard. Where flamethrowers were deemed tools of war criminals. Indeed, the Terminator himself embodies the ruthless classification. He indiscriminately annihilates anyone in his path, including civilians and non-combatants. Known for his merciless nature, he takes perverse pleasure in incinerating his adversaries, displaying no remorse or empathy, he relentlessly pursues his targets, using his grapple to drag them closer before
immolating
them. In front line, he wields his flamethrower with a lethal abandon. Yeah, striking down any who venture to near ally or foe alike. Wow. Although a lone witness claims to have seen him weep post-massacre, her account is widely dismissed as naive. Guy also. Okay. He's 5'9". He's 43. He's the MIDI. He is all the MIDI. He's a flamethrower. You find him in the second mission. He's a ranged boss. Oh my God, Senator. Okay, so this is the final boss of the game. You can't solo this guy. You have to have other people with you. But bro can easily solo a guy with time stop abilities, and this guy is just a normal guy. Like he's just a normal guy. I mean, 6'7" doesn't look normal, but like he doesn't have any powers. He's just like a buff guy. 55. He's the MIDI. Weapons, fists. You find him in the 6th mission. He's a melee boss, basically. How to do stuff. So, how to unlock DLC 1? You have to collect 10 intel cards from officers, but officers are not guaranteed to spawn. So, basically, just around missions, there's going to be special enemies called officers, and if you see them, you gotta kill them to get intel cards. Okay. But they always spawn in the same area, so you just search up a YouTube tutorial, all officer locations, you just go there, and then just like keep on restarting until you get it. And then they always drop an intel card, so it's not like they're guaranteed to drop one, so you don't have to worry about constantly respawning. So tryout is literally just the same thing, except you need 5. How to unlock Revengeance mode. So basically, you just gotta type. I'm not revealing this in the stream, by the way. You're gonna have to find this out on your own. But to unlock, you need to type something. I'm not saying the word of something. You just have to type the right thing into chat when you're in the main menu.
Okay.
Then you hear Tez say Missionary Gaming. Hint: if you watch Max Thor Metal Gear Rising Part 2 video, you go to the very end and you check the name of that part, you'll get it. You'll know what it is. And here's a little hint right here. See Peter Griffin? Yeah, it's a hint. Yes, you gotta type it in chat. This guy. The map. Yeah, it's the map that Festive drew for it. So.
Okay. All right. Looks cool.
Oh, these are all the. Okay, so this is just the same thing except for like the dummy defense. There you go. This is the Lord. Okay. Oh my God. Okay.
I'll kill our webcams here so people can see past them, see what's underneath. There we go. Okay.
In the annals of celestial lore, the Lord remains an enigmatic deity, falsely Can you
Revered.
just read this one for me?
Yeah, I can. Okay, so in the annals of celestial lore, the Lord remains an enigmatic deity falsely revered as a supreme ruler by heaven, a force beyond mortal comprehension. Do you want me to continue, or?
Yeah, just read the whole thing, please.
Okay. Over millennia, this entity has been known by many names. Originally elected as leader of the heavenly council, the Lord's insatiable thirst for power and dominance corrupted him into a machine of infinite destruction. His tyrannical reign culminated in a catastrophic decision to massacre heaven's inhabitants and council members alike. Want me to do the next paragraph?
Yeah.
All right, the whole slide. Okay, got it.
Yeah,
As the Lord neared the end of his natural lifespan, his craving for power persisted. He devised supreme souls, granting himself eternal rule beyond death. Yet amidst his ascendance, a low-ranked deity named Phanes rallied fellow residents and former council members in a daring revolt, known as the First Invasion of Heaven, against the Lord's tyranny. Under the new king, Phanes, they waged an unwavering war to overthrow the Lord. Though immensely powerful, the Lord faced unexpected resistance from Phanes and his insurrection, who foresaw the odds stacked against them. Anticipating this, Phanes imbued a faction of his power into the earliest ancestor of today's festive board, a lineage destined to challenge the Lord's rule. Unafraid of death now, Phanes confronted the Lord with relentless determination, culminating in a fierce battle that shook heaven itself. In the aftermath, amidst scattered bullets and smoldering remains, the triumph was evident. The Lord emerged victorious. But to his astonishment, Phanes began a transformation into the first supreme soul. Driven by indomitable will and wrath, Phanes transcended. In a final act of desperation, the Lord imprisoned both himself and Phanes' supreme soul within a machine, a dual-edged prison that allowed the Lord to continue his rampage upon the world, even beyond life itself. Whew. So that was even hard for me to read, but it's hard because on my monitor the type is very small. So, anyways, continue.
Yeah. So like, when I was hearing you read this and I was looking at it, I realized Festive retconned himself by saying that Phanes was the first Supreme Soul, but like when you were reading Festive lore, it said that his like great relative was both.
Okay.
Maybe that relative is Phanes. Maybe. I don't know.
Somebody call continuity.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah, but that's basically it. That's like what Bud just said is just basically all you need to know.
Whew.
Phanes, you're gonna be voicing this guy, Bud.
That's right. Yeah, I'm gonna do the voices for this.
Yeah. So subject to be outwritten, outdated. This is outdated. Oh my god. Okay, so we're pretty much doing this for no reason. In the end, the so-called Lord was a mere counterfeit, a prison designed to contain Thanies. Yeah, see, like this is already wrong because like if this would be like a plot hole because like if the Lord existed before Thanies, like how is it supposed to be a prison for him if Thanies didn't exist? Like how would that? But yeah, that doesn't make sense right now. So that's why he
Maybe viewers could submit their questions to the panel at the next San Diego Comic-Con. Can you see you guys up there at a panel at Comic-Con for missionary and dummy defense? Oh, that'd be so cool. Anyway, son, continue.
So yeah, this is just a major plot hole with the old lore. So yeah, we're just not gonna read this.
All right.
So
yeah, that needs to be updated, right? So
he is 12'9". Oh yeah, this is also my model. I did so good, definitely. Okay, into the MIDI war. Yeah, Festive spent all night working.
Help me, I spent the night working on this.
For the first invasion of heaven, a century-long war loomed and ominously. The dire circumstances faced by both Nubia and Demidi, wrought by the tyranny of the Council of Heaven, spurred these nations into a desperate struggle for survival. Initially, small skirmishes for resources will rage, but the formidable military might of both sides quickly escalated these into a full-scale war. Okay, so Festive said this war lasted 2,000 years, and it's like that's not possible. So me and Tez, for now, just to satisfy ourselves, are saying this is a phony war because I don't know if there'd be enough people for a literal 2,000-year war. So.
Well, some of your characters are immortal or very, very long-lived, right? So.
Well, yeah, but like that's only for them.
I suppose, yeah.
Like, how many people would you need for like a 2,000-year war?
Yeah.
I mean, Festive says most of the people fighting in the war aren't people. They're just like robots and cyborgs. But still, like that would be a lot of work just to build all of those. But he also says that like they have machines for building the robots, and the robots are really, really strong. So it's hard to take them down, so they don't have to make a lot. So
right. But there's also resources too, right? Like if you think about things like ammunition, for example. Right.
So. Like building, like the robots that they're sending out are called Red Editions. If you remember anything from the old Kaachee Time, he is a boss in the game, but they would send Red Editions out into battle, but like those things are huge, but so like that would take so much material just to make one Red Edition. So like I don't know how they're making like thousands of those. They need to be wasting a lot of stuff.
Super's claiming, bro, we have mechs during like 1923.
Yeah, that is true.
Which wasn't 4,000 years ago, but anyways, sometimes it feels like it was.
Well, no, because in this world, in this universe, it's not like our world where like we have like BC and stuff. It just starts at the year 0. So, by the way, all of this stuff takes place in 4058. Festive changed it because it was originally 2058, but he had to change it so the lore made sense. So it's 4058 is when the events of everything in the game happened. So
okay, yeah. So the time scale in that universe is a lot different than ours. So
yeah, so it just starts year 0 to year 460 something. We haven't decided yet.
Okay, all right.
because we have an end for the series right after after Phanes dies and
Uh-huh.
the second war ends. That's pretty much when the story like is done. There's no. Yeah, but that's pretty much it. It's all the enemy. Yeah, see, this is Red Initial. Yeah, but that's it. How much time do we spend?
Well, about an hour and 16 minutes. So normally it's 5:16. Normally we quit at 5:30.
Dang, festive.
That's a lot of lore, man.
Props to him though. That probably took a while.
Super saying
I mean, to
he
be
can finally go back to Earth now.
to be fair, I did. I like most of this is just like him going over what I did, but like
Uh-huh.
he did write most of it, so I'm going to still give him props for writing an hour and how much?
Almost an hour and a half, like an hour 15 minutes.
Around an hour and 15 minutes of lore, like, and he's dedicated.
And actually, you know, if you think about it, you skipped a lot in stuff, right? Because things needed to be updated, and yeah, you didn't even go through all of the slides. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff there.
Yeah.
Boy's been busy.
Yeah, Festive literally loves the idea of this game so much. He literally would free. Guess that's cool, I guess. Like he will never give up on these games. So yeah.
You guys. Okay, Kaachee, what would you like to do? Would you like to end the stream now, or would you like to keep going with some other stuff, or what would you like to do?
I don't really feel like talking. I feel parched just from talking that much.
Okay.
So yeah, can we just end it?
Yeah, we can wrap things up, sure.
Okay, I'm gonna stuff off and I'm gonna go. Okay, bye.
All right, thanks for all that lore, Kaachee. Okay, so let me see. Yeah, we're on the cam screen. And that will do it. So you guys got a lot of missionary lore today. So, and with that, let me see. Let's see if there's anybody to whom we can raid out. All right, I'm also out. Peace. Soup, we'll see you. Thanks for dropping by, buddy. We had Soup's commentary throughout this as well, so. Let's see. Let's see who's on right now. You know, my main man right now, Lone Star, is doing Fallout 4 right now. So let's drop in. Let's say hi to him. Let's raid on over to Lone Star. I don't think I've raided Lone in a long time. Okay, so let's put the raid message up. There we go. There's the raid message in the chat. You guys can copy and paste that into the chat if you'd like to join us. And I always encourage viewers to join us along on the raids, even if you can't stay for the entire stream. If you could just drop in, say hi, and if you feel so inclined, drop some follows, some bits, maybe even a sub. That would be super, super cool. Set up the raid itself. Let me see. Festive language. There we go. Okay, and so the raid is counting down. Family-friendly viewers. All tangled up in my cable here. Family-friendly viewers, just a reminder that Lone Star's stream is rated mature, so there's some language and stuff in there. But Lone Star, he's a fellow buffoon. We have a lot of shared community and stuff. Super cool guy. And also, while that's counting down, I'd like to remind you guys that we do this Kaachee Time stream every Sunday from 4 to about 6 o'clock p.m. Every Sunday. Our next Pacific Standard Time, our next stream will be Wednesday. That'll be from noon to 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and that will be a Generations Minecraft stream. Not really sure if we'll be on the survival server or we'll be building Baby Zombie Rush in its new world. I'll have to see how much progress I can make between now and then. But it'll be a generation stream. And then the stream after that will be Friday. That'll be from 11 a.m. to 1 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That'll be a Buffooncraft Season 5 SMP stream for that. And we will be finishing up our magnificent iron farm on that server. So there we go. Let's raid on over to Lone Star now. Everybody enjoy the rest of your evening, your morning, your afternoon, wherever you happen to be. Join us again next time, raiding out now. Bye for now, everyone.